Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we're going to dive into the next 4 weeks energy with a material overview. We're going to check to see what's coming your way when it comes to money, career, success. We're going to start out with a coffee cup. Then I have a week by week tarot reading prepared, okay? By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe if you haven't already. It's the best and a free way to support the channel. And if you would like to receive a private reading, I have my email in the description box. Just send me an email and I get back to you as soon as possible. There's a cup at the end of a pathway here. Timeline-wise, it's showing up at the third week, end of the third week, or maybe beginning of the fourth week time. And the cup can indicate an emotionally fulfilling offer. And this is like a long pathway. This can be something you have already traveled, or this can be, even though it seems like I see a letter V, it can start with a victory, which reminds me of maybe winning a competition, which will embark you on a new journey. It can be like a jackpot is actually going to get you towards like through a direction, gets you to your heart's desire. The first example come to me is the competition, because I remember back in the day when I was in fashion industry, I was actually nominated for an award, but I didn't get the award. But one of the gifts was if you win the award, you were getting actually a 1-year mentorship from this famous design house, and they were actually elevating your design, and maybe even like you were submitting handbags. So it can be something like that. I know it's like a very specific example, but I feel like this pathway can be starting with a victory. It can be a job offer or like an application getting accepted, because I told you there's a V here. And also maybe, well, this can be like a credit option, like application getting accepted. V as a visa. Maybe you want to travel a long pathway, you go to another country, live there. Like some material opportunity for sure. And it seems like here, the journey will lead you to emotional satisfaction. A victory can be material at first and dizzying. I feel like it can be something that is like unexpected. That's why it can be a little bit scary when it's first delivered as well. But when you start to go hit the road and start using it, or start getting inside of this thing, it can end up bringing a very good, emotionally satisfying thing, a beginning for you, okay? And I see here within the first, still has some time. And like I said, even though this is intended for the next 4 weeks, this thing might take a little longer to get you to the end of the road, okay? I see here the first week we have someone, kind of looks like someone with long hair and a mustache. And this person has like someone right next to them riding a bull with a hat, even though it's like this is a bull, this is the person with a mustache. Reminds me of like the 60s hippies dressing. And this person is like a matador. They do not usually ride the bulls, but I feel like someone wearing a hat here, and they have like specific uniform as well. This can be like two completely different personalities. One of them riding the bull can be a Taurus, but Taurus tend to be very calm in nature. That's why I want to say Aries, because Aries is the first zodiac. This can be someone with like a leadership spirit and peaceful. Who is the peaceful ones? Maybe Pisces or a Libra with the balance and the scales, and the Pisces also two fish following each other, like someone who has inner peace, balance, and justice, the inner justice feeling, or maybe working in the justice system. These two are coming together, and I feel like you are the wave on top of them, because that's the symbol that represents the Aquarius energy. You're the wave, brings them together. Maybe you are actually connecting people. That can be also, that's a profession too, like recruiting is a profession as well. And this can be you bringing two compatible people together. Kind of reminds me of maybe like artist and the producer energy. And so it doesn't have to be specifically artistic, but this can also be bringing people together in the sense of maybe in your neighborhood. And you are going to be the leader of the bunch, even though the person riding the bull seems like they're the leader. I feel like you're the one who's creating the harmony in between these people. And what's going to happen is the bull can be the one who's actually taking the action, the other one, the coming up with the procedural thing, because I said like Libra energy can be like a procedural stuff that needs to be taken care of. And the wave kind of like looks at, seems to me like a shoe now. And you're the one who's going to pick this thing up and just carry it into the victory and the win here. We have a W also. And it seems like within the first week, a lot of like conversations happening, agreements, conversations. I feel like you're going to, when you come together, first you're going to start to clarify things, who's going to do what. And then the second week, I see clean slate opening up. So you're going to hit the action, which kind of looks like a horse nose right there. A horse indicates galloping towards a new future, taking massive action, actually achieving your heart's desires. It can be like taking forth the momentum, picking up a momentum after you decide on everything. And the horse energy is a fast energy, so it can be picking up a lot of momentum very quickly. Within the third week, I see there's a crowd coming together. Kind of seems like there's a woman right there holding a baby, and there's a masculine figure with a smaller face behind her. Baby can be the creative output, that what you're going to come up with, okay? And this can also be, there's a crowd here. Maybe you're working in a crowded space, or maybe this is a family environment coming together, because I see another woman with a baby right there. Another thing I'm thinking, because there's a phoenix rising here. Letter B is maybe in someone's first name or the last name. And the phoenix rising can be actually born from your ashes. Maybe even this is about healing women. If that case, maybe about children, healing children. Another thing, I feel like a fertility. Maybe there's a thing that is you are resolving about fertility, or helping people resolve the situation if they have any. And it seems like there's a crowd appearing in front of you. A crowd can be like, if this is like maybe you're a doctor, it can be clients, or patients, not clients. Or maybe if you're an advisor, therapist, can be like the people that are actually advising with you. So I feel overall, it can be even maybe you are like very knowledgeable about that, and the people are appearing to get some advice from you. It can be about fertility, I told you, like, but I feel like this can also be lifting things off the ground. Or I see also, like I told you, there's a phoenix right there. There is also vulture right here. So can be even, I'm thinking maybe you're picking things that other people couldn't manage. Can be companies, or can be picking up the clothing and maybe even fixing that. It can be like a vintage rebuilding kind of a thing. That reminded me, there's a lady on YouTube, I don't know if you come across, because I watch a lot of like knitting and sewing videos. She picks up blankets from thrift stores and turns them into amazing coats and jackets. Okay, it can be something like that as well. So I feel there's a reconstruction happening here. This can be happening in the house as well, because I feel a family environment. This is Angela, guys. This is the first time you guys are seeing her, maybe, I don't know. And she wanted to hop in here. Okay, Angela. And she wanted to take a peek. So that's why within the third week, there's a reconstructing happening. Okay, so you might be, and this is connected to a chunk of money right there. You might be reconstructing something which will maybe grow an opportunity or turn into a new resource and source of income for you, okay? 2 babies is a very good sign. This can be coming with 2 new beginnings or 2 good news. And it can be also coming with 2 something, new ideas, okay? And the 4th week, let's see, I see a man right here. This can be even like someone looking into the crystal bowl right there, like covering with their hand the crystal bowl. The crystal bowls, I have here crystal quartz right here. This is for clarity, but there's something called scrying. And I heard that they use obsidian mirrors or obsidian like crystal bowls. And if you ever watched Lord of the Rings, I'm a true fan. There are some palandirs. There are bowls called palandirs, which are actually referring, I feel like, to those obsidian mirrors. And I feel like someone might be, but I see they're looking at a crystal bowl. It's not a dark bowl. So this can be You may be even finding a way to get clarity through meditation, prayer, and also focus. So that's the point of the crystal ball. You focus on the energy of the crystal quartz or obsidian. I heard that obsidian mirrors, if you're using them, you need to be really educated about that, because it can be a portal. And if you believe in it, whatever you believe, you can achieve, or you can actually create it in your life. So, but I feel like here, this is not only about actually like going through this, like you can see someone like he's wearing cloak too. Like this is knowledge. This is the face. This is the crystal ball, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers touching it. So it can be also touching, getting in touch with something that you want to know about. Can be, for example, maybe there is an idea that you have. You want to manifest. You want to plant some trees maybe, but you don't know anything about it. It's about getting in touch with it, like touching it, finding out really how does that work, how is it going to grow, what kind of water it needs, or like what kind of watering schedule it needs. This is very simple. I'm giving it an example, but it can be any idea that you have. It seems like here within the 4th week, this is going to come to you. Maybe it's going to be like a burning desire, or just like an idea keep biting your mind. And this is what it requires. It requires you to touch it, feel it, and see it, and research it, and look into it very carefully. And I feel like when you do, you can even open the pathway here and bring the necessary information from outside sources. Within the 1st week, there's another unexpected pathway opening, and there's a tears of joy. So someone might be coming from a road, or maybe sending you a present, unexpected present also, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what's happening there. I see there is actually this kind of reminded me of the ET wearing the blanket. Somebody's on its back though. In your heart, and there's also someone with like a lightsaber here. I know there's too many of movie references that I'm giving, but that's like sometimes I see those kind of things as well. So I see your desire is like coming very slowly and surely, and it's in a due time. It is coming forward, but it's not like a sudden manifestation. I feel like when it comes forth, you're going to be like, I knew it was going to happen attitude, even though maybe you're not feeling it's coming forward. I told you there's someone carrying you on their back, and you in your heart. ET is someone that is maybe, I feel like it can be even someone you have bloodline, but you're not really close together. And them carrying, and I feel like the timeline they're arriving is maybe within the 4th week. I told you that you're getting in touch with something, with the clarity you're going to have is going to maybe lead you towards this person. Can be a family member because they're close to your heart, but this can also be someone that you know, that maybe you have a good relationship on social media, for example. You like each other's posts and photos and stuff, but maybe you're not really communicating with this person. Seems like the communication line is opening, and they're ready to help you with something that they have knowledge about, okay? And they're ready to help you. They're ready to carry you. Carrying doesn't mean that like physically they're going to put you on their back. This can be, they might have a very important information for you that they will deliver it to you, okay? Another thing I see here, this person has a kind of like a samurai type of a person that standing right on top of their head. So this can be their mentality as well. This, I feel the quote came into my mind, says like, I would rather be a samurai in a garden than being a gardener in the war. So this can be a person, maybe retired military. The first thing popped in my head, or can be someone that is a real warrior, but they're in the peace times and they know how to defend their territory. This doesn't mean like, yeah, the first thing popped in my head, maybe someone from military, but it can also be in the field of material stuff, maybe like a retired banker, or someone who managed back in their time a lot of money, or managed businesses. I told you there's like a manager vibes that I'm getting. Maybe you are the managing one, standing on top of this person's head, and you're helping them, they're helping you, kind of direction. Like there's an exchange happening here too, okay? There's a very equal exchange, but this is going to be a resourceful and at the end of the day, very abundant exchange for you at the end of this month. let's dive into your sauce, not the saucer, to the tarot. What I'm gonna do is, I'm wondering who this person is. What are these? Ace of Cups and Judgment coming forward. Ace of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I told you there's a cup showing up here for you. Emotional fulfilling something coming. But this is also going to bring Judgment Day, which is the sun is shining here very brightly. I feel like the Judgment Day is something that will come to you, emotionally fulfilling come to you, which make you realize that all the struggle, all the things that you have been through so far is actually have a lot to do with your final victory. Okay, and let's see what's happening within the first week. We have Seven of Swords. I'm going to pull the cards initially, and then we're going to go through it. This is the second week. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, upgrade, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's looking very good. So I feel like here, this person, there's going to be like a new endeavor or a beginning coming forward, and that's what's happening with the fourth week. That's why Ace of Coins come forward. But initially, I told you, instead of being a gardener in the war, you might have to be the warrior in the garden. Seven of Swords indicates strategy, tactical approach to a situation. We see that there is a monster, seems like kind of like a human with the nose, and this wolf is actually stealing the knives before he actually like goes out there and hunts them. So there's a tactical thing that you need to do. Even though, is this a wolf or fox? I'm not sure. The mouth kind of looks like fox though. Either way, I feel like here, maybe if somebody's playing dirty, you need to prepare yourself. This doesn't mean that you have to play dirty. Angela, no. Okay, so do you want to see her face? This is her face. This is her face. Okay, so Seven of Swords means in the first week you might be dealing with someone who's doing shady stuff, so you need to strategize and you need to act accordingly, plan accordingly. Another thing, like lying, stealing, cheating person maybe, or there might be something happening that requires you to develop a strategy before you take action. Okay, so that's the energy of the first week. The second week, I feel here, Knight of Coins coming forward, and what's going to happen is when you act very smart in a very calculated way, you're going to actually come up with a strategy that will be working for you, and this will help you plant the seeds carefully, because what happens is Page of Coins comes up with an idea, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Coins plants that idea, grows the crops, takes care of them, and Queen of Pentacles grows them because she's the resourceful one, reigns on it and grows them. King of Coins prolongs them or not prepares them. What does he does? He actually maintains them. Okay, so I feel like here when you come up with a strategy and you're gonna go one by one, and it's not only going to be maintaining for you within the fourth week, you might even come up with an idea to grow that. Okay, not really maintaining it, but growing it, expanding it, maybe picking up an acorn from the oak tree and then planting a second one here right next to it. Knight of Coins is someone who's prepared, who's patient, and we have the bull. I saw someone riding the bull. I told you that there's a matador right there, and I told you maybe that's an Aries energy. But we can have also a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this person is the warrior now. Now it makes sense, and bow and arrow he's holding. Now I can see maybe the Sagittarius energy is involved in there too. This is in for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So you might have that as your, like maybe even Mars sign as Taurus or Aries. And it seems like here, the second week, you're going to get the chance to prepare the land to plant your seeds carefully. And the second week might require you to be staying in a positive mindset so you can watch your efforts actually paying off instead of maybe being manic. These three energies are very calm, cool, and collected. So the third week timeline, King of Coins coming forward here to bring you, even though coins energy is a slow energy. It seems like it's going to bring you long-term, immediate results with a long-term outlook here. And you're going to be also slowly and surely moving towards a direction that your heart is desiring. Within the 4th week timeline, I have Ace of Coins, which is Ace of Pentacles energy. So something that is going to be extra, I feel like you're going to be able to invest in something new, which is flourishing and growing. Let's clarify what these things are. Seven of Swords with the Seven of Swords, guys. Be very planned out, okay? So I feel like I can tell maybe someone is lying, stealing, cheating, doing things behind your back, and you need to be prepared, okay? That's how you're going to end the bloodshed. And you can see there are people here, they're preparing for war, hyping each other up. So someone might be coming to fight. I want to get one more here to see what is this, or like what kind of a war is this. And this doesn't have to be even like a war situation. This can be maybe something that when you're prepared, when you get all the information ready, paperwork, everything is ready to go, then you will be able to walk away from this thing with emotional maturity. We have the Empress also coming forward, so you're going to be able to plant new seeds and grow new stuff here. And for some of you, I feel like Eight of Cups also emotionally detaching from the situation. Maybe something is happening, you are emotionally detached, and that's blocking you to strategize something. Eight of Cups is coming as an advice, maybe it's telling you come up with a strategy. Do not emotionally attach to the situation. You're gonna get a very victorious and beautiful outcome, which will maybe, like I told you, sometimes we don't really see what the outcome is gonna be, but at the end, after 6 months of an experience, we come to realize, oh, I thank God this happened that way. And I feel like with the Empress energy, that's how you're going to feel. This can even be someone you're trying to work with, doing things behind your back, and you are developing a strategy. This can be kind of reminds me of, let me tell you, maybe you're going through a tough separation, and there are certain things that you need to consider. But Eight of Cups is telling me you need to walk away from the situation, detach emotionally. There's an emotional detachment required, strategic and logical thinking desired, and that will get the outcome. Within the 2nd week, we have Knight of Coins. You're going to have a wish fulfillment and desire, the preparing and planting the seeds that you really want to collect in the future. Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment. So this is what is in your mind is going to come to life. And within the 3rd week, I told you that you're going to get the results. It seems like this is really fast moving energy, and you're going to get the results. And the world is telling me that you're completing a cycle in your life. Maybe you have been going through a certain negative cycle when it comes to money. It's coming to an end. With the Ace of Coins, let me tell you why you're going to invest into something new, because there are people compatible with your energy coming together, and you're going to create an excellent work. And when you see that light, you're going to be like, okay, now I can actually invest into new things, because sometimes we have to build certain things all by ourselves and work all by ourselves. And even though you want to grow, we want to expand, we want to create something new. And sometimes those soulmates, I feel like the people that we align together are all soulmates. And twin flame is romantic, but soulmates are all kinds. And I feel like that's going to be the timeline that you're going to start meeting with these people. And this can even affect your next 2 years energy, because I don't know if you watch your next 2 years. I know not everybody enjoys this kind of long-term things, but this seems like you're going to have a very good outcome. And towards the next 4 weeks from now, the 4th week, and then it's going to keep continuing. You're going to get all the support that you need. Let's see the 3 important things you need to know. Come together. Exactly what I was talking about. And we have here, even though he has polka dots on his cloak right there, I feel like these dots of the giraffes actually also like very similar. 8 is the number of material satisfaction. So you might find that people that are aligned with you, who wants to work together and create a magical stream of abundance in your life. This can be even something that you'll invest together, you'll grow together, which will have like a magical stream of money for the long term. And finally, I have Peaks of Joy. Guys, one of the best readings so far, let me tell you. Not only What is hidden will come to light. If there is something in the dark that requires light and that requires solution, resolution, and abandonment and new planting new seeds and growing in new crops, that's going to be taken care of in the first week, in the first run, so you don't have to deal with it the rest of the month. And also you might gather up with the people that are like-minded, and also Peaks of Joy tells me that these are the people who likes to share the earnings. Okay, you see the butterfly here, the lightness, it's just jumping with joy. So you're completing a cycle, definitely. If you have been dealing with this kind of negative energy, that's coming to an end, and you're going to be merging with people who are really supportive of your future desires and maybe even looking into the same direction. And also, Peaks of Joy can happen when you're fully supported, when you're surrounded by people, even though you keep accomplishing things that are putting you down, you cannot really feel that type of the joy. But I feel like this time you're going to actually really connect with those kind of energies, okay? And you're going to feel that full joy all around you. Let's see your crystal, and then we're going to pull your affirmation. I see the green one. Green is the color of the dollars. I don't want to say money because money changes color all around the world. And we have a euro also. I think 100 euro is green too. Comment down below. Let me know what's the green monies that you know. We have jade, which is wisdom, abundance, and good luck. I love that. Jade is highly prized and sacred, a wonderful stone for protection and healing. Known as a dream stone, jade will stimulate messages and channel them into your dreams when placed on the third eye chakra. The ultimate good luck charm, jade promotes prosperity in every aspect of your life by opening the heart chakra and boosting your ability to receive. Wealth is nothing without your health, and jade is a reminder of this true abundance, amplifying the good fortune of your vitality. Remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. We have here Venus energy, so it can be also affecting the things that relationships that you have as well. The money, also money is an energy, and we have a relationship with it, and it can improve that relationship. If you have a jade, I think I have like an eye roller, like that kind of a thing. Maybe I'm gonna use that too. It seems like it's very powerful. Okay, I want to feel that power. Let's see your affirmation, what you need to know this timeline. Shuffle it up and pull one. Thank you. Oh, this looks like a tornado. Yes, hi. I'd like for everything to stay the same, but it's not, because you are spiraling higher on a higher vibration, okay? If you're fighting for the things to stay the same, it's not really growing you, maybe getting you stuck in stagnancy. And I feel like you're, even though it seems slow, there's a progress happening, okay? Imagine how archaic things would be if the paradigm never shifted. Sometimes stuff needs to be moved around. It may appear worse at first, but when the dust settles, you will be grateful for this new configuration, which I told you that mentioned maybe some things that you don't like at this moment, you'll be grateful in the 6 months, okay? All right, beautiful Aquarius, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.